drop the child to somebody. Let me have the parties. Leave that thing happen. Good afternoon, the Chairman, Human Rights Defender, and Access to Justice Advocate Center, all our legal departments, and able viewers, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Comrade Mrs. Solution, live from Ikeja Allen Avenue. We have a case of visa scam reported in this office by one Mr. Ubu Michael and Mrs. Asika Vivian. Again, this is Roseline Ogbene Effiong. Am I right? And Mr. Johnson Effiong, postal agent. Before now, we had a case of Mrs. Roseline Ogbene Effiong and Mr. Ubu Michael Chidebere handled last, where we need the attention of the agent, Mr. Effiong, in the house before the case of Asika Vivian came in. Please join us as we interview the parties for a proper resolution. Thank you. Okay, good morning. Okay, am I connected to Can you reduce the volume of your handset so that we can hear you?
Yes, ma'am.
Are we connected to Asika? Vivian?
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
Okay, briefly we have before, because we want to have a compilation of both the last case and the up case reported against this office by against Mr. Johnson Effiong. Okay, before now, hold on. Johnson, did you know this person?
Yeah.
Do you know her?
Yes.
Is that Mr. Johnson? Is that the person you reported the case against?
Yes, ma'am.
All right. Okay, let's hear you out.
I said,
Can we hear you out? Can you tell us what transpired between you and Mr. Johnson, please?
okay, ma'am. I was directed to him from Mr. Ifeanyi. He was the person that directed me to Mr. Johnson about the visa process. So when I met Mr. Johnson, when I called him, he told me everything, the requirements that we needed for the process. And the initial time, that was January 2019. Then he told me that, first of all, make payment of 219,000 for a start, which I made. So after some months, it didn't work out as we planned. So we decided to switch it. So I have a sick mom that is suffering from thyroid goiter. So since the first one didn't work out,
Go ahead.
the first one didn't work out, so we decided to divert it to traveling my mom out for a medical surgery, which I told Mr. Johnson and he accepted it. So he told me all the requirements, all the medical reports that we needed to gather before the process, which we gathered, and he also told me that we need to make a payment of $4,000 for the deposit and also the invitation letter from the hospital, which we did. We made the deposit, we paid Mr. Johnson the money. A friend of our family friend went to his office at Lagos. He was the person that made the deposit to Mr. Johnson, which Mr. Johnson drafted a receipt that such amount reached him.
How much is the amount? How much is the amount?
$4,000, but our family friend instead gave Mr. Johnson 1,100,000. That was the one he drafted the receipt for.
Do you have the receipt with you? Hello. Can you face us down? Stop looking up. Can you face us directly so that we can see you? Because I know we are not up there. We are facing you here.
Okay.
He said the person you sent there gave Mr. Johnson 1,100,000.
Yes, ma'am.
And it was receipted.
Yes, ma'am.
Do you have the copy of the receipt with you there?
Yes, ma'am.
Can you show it to us?
It is inside my phone.
Can you forward it to the WhatsApp where you communicate to us?
Yes, ma'am.
Go ahead.
Yes, ma'am.
Is it the same line you are using to communicate with us now?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, go on with your statement first. You can do that later.
So he made that transaction. Mr. Ifeanyi was there. He signed as a witness, and he also promised that our family friend that brought the money, that even if it didn't work, that he will return us our money back. So after every required documents was sent to Mr. Johnson, he now booked an appointment for me and my mom at the embassy for an interview, which I went with my mom to Abuja for an interview. Then they asked me there if we have made any deposit at the hospital. I boldly said yes, hoping that Mr. Johnson did as he told me, that we have to make deposit at the hospital.
Okay. The 1.1 million you paid to Mr. Johnson, was it for your mom hospital deposit? the 1.1 million naira you gave to Mr. Johnson Effiong,
Yes.
is it for hospital deposits?
Yes, ma. As he told us that we needed to make deposits and get a invitation letter from the hospital before we go for an interview for this interview at the embassy.
Which country?
Ma,
Which country?
Israel. I even called Mr. Johnson after the interview and told him how it went, how the interview went. I told him they even asked me if we have made any deposits at the hospital, which I answered yes. And Mr. Johnson said there is no problem. He didn't even mention to me that the money that I paid so far was for a consultation fee. Because if I had known that he has not made any deposits, I wouldn't have gone for the visa interview. So after 21 days, the Israeli embassy told us that we should come back after 21 working days for our passport. Then we went, we were denied visa. I called Mr. Johnson. Mr. Johnson said that he will contact the hospital to ask the hospital the reason why we were denied visa. So Mr. Johnson called the hospital and get back to me that the hospital said the Israeli embassy told them that we have not made any deposit, that we don't have any proof that we are going for the operation at the Israel hospital. So I asked Mr. Johnson why. He said that the money I paid him so far was for consultation fee, not for deposit.
Go ahead.
So I asked him why. He said that the money was I asked him that he never mentioned anything consultation fee before we started this thing at the initial time. He said the money that he told me, he insisted that he told me that the money was for consultation fee, which he never mentioned to me. He told me initial time that we have to make deposit at the hospital for them to give us, for them to invite us and send an invitation letter for us. So I now told him that we are no more. Okay, Mr. Johnson now told me that we have to pay another $3,000 before the Israeli embassy will now give us visa, which was unacceptable to me. I now told Mr. Johnson that since they have denied us visa already, that I don't know if we still have any hope of going there. I don't know if we still have any hope that the Israeli embassy still guarantee us any visa. If you return us our money back, let's do it here in Nigeria. Mr. Johnson told me that if I can't pay that $3,000, I should forget the one I paid already.
And that was how the case ended.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, Mr. Johnson, can you briefly respond back to what you said? First and foremost, I want to ask you a question. We have a receipt here called SJ Travels and Tour Limited. Is that your company?
Yes, sir. Yes, ma'am.
Okay, we all equally have a receipt acknowledgement on the 6th of June 2019. You say this is to confirm the receipt of the sum of 1,100,000 naira being part payment for the medical visa process of Mrs. Asika to Israel. Was it written by you?
Yes, it was handwritten by me.
Okay, please, you can speak loud because I'm not able to
Okay,
understand.
my name is Effiong Johnson. I'm actually the visa consultant for SJ Travels and Tour. We are into medical tourism and other visa assistance procedure. Number one, this particular individual that Madam Vivian Asika, actually, before this transaction, the 219 she made mention about.
Hold on. Reduce the volume of your set. Reduce the volume of your handset because you are making noise here.
Okay, we do. I just want to really take the little bit of your. I'll be very fast about my explanation because I need to give the details of how come we got into this point of a medical aspect of it. I got a call from Mr. Ifeanyi that his uncle has a client that needed to come down to Israel.
Excuse me, who is this Mr. Ifeanyi?
Mr. Ifeanyi.
Yourself?
Yes. So that he has and his uncle said he has some client that need to come to Israel. That uncle of his actually was one of the clients in which went to Israel via our medical.
Okay, Vivian, you are making so much noise from your end. Since you are watching us live, continue. If we need your attention to respond to that, we'll give you a call back. Thank you.
Okay, so the uncle actually referred myself to in respect to the job. Just want to cut most of the things short.
No, we want the detail.
Okay, you want the
Whatever
details?
you want to tell us must be something that has to go in line with that.
Yeah,
so you respond back to what you said.
I actually got a call from my brother, my friend, because we've been right from the YouTube page. So,
okay, this SJ Travel and Tour, what is your position there?
Yeah, the managing consultant for SJ Travel and Tour. It's a business that also involves other chain of transactions. So my job there is I handle the business development aspect of the company. I'm one of the executive director of the company.
You are one of the executive directors of the company?
Exactly.
So how many directors do you have?
We have 2 directors currently on the CAC registration at the moment.
Okay.
Yeah, okay, so now
only 2 directors?
Yeah, only 2 directors.
Husband and wife?
Husband and wife.
Okay. Okay.
So now when I got a call from Mr. Ifeanyi asking me that his uncle called from Israel that he has people that need to come down to Israel for whatever reason, maybe as country or so, but I took it for that.
Sorry. The same is you're Mr. Ifeanyi?
Yes.
Who is the uncle that called you that linked you with Mr. Asika?
Mr. Kageta.
The same person that linked you with the same person?
Yes, that did Mr. Johnson did the visa form.
It's all right.
So when I actually
and the same person linked Mr. Frank?
Yes.
It's all right.
So that particular uncle of his actually was one of the clients in which we did a medical tourism for that went to Israel through one of our medical tourism platforms.
And decided to reside there.
So based on the assistance or whatever we did then, he actually decided to recommend people to us. So I got the message and I said, okay, fine. At the moment I got the call, I said we don't have medical tourism on the platform, but what we could do is to assist them on pilgrimage platform. So I took my phone, called some of my medical partners' friends in Israel, and they said, okay, fine, that they could assist as regard to using pilgrimage platform for them. So, but that we should try to collate their name, their data, and everything. And they actually told us that they cannot do anything without us paying the visa fee processing. So I said, okay, fine. I told Mr. Fine, okay, visa processing fee is going to cost $500. And that $500, when you do the conversion at that time, 2019, it was about 219,000 naira. 219. On
is
each
it official visa processing fee?
Is a visa processing fee.
Official? No.
No, not official. That is the charge that I made across to Mr. Efe on each candidate on the pilgrimage platform.
Yeah.
On pilgrimage platform, the fee is always very voluminous.
Yeah.
But I told them that first thing we need to ascertain the visa assurance first. So therefore, I'm not asking them to give me but they have to make a deposit commitment, which is the processing fee of $500, which is about 219 on each candidate. So
well, these people Vivian, were they traveling for pilgrimage or for medical?
Vivian was actually wanted to join her husband in Israel.
Yeah, but what you were processing for them, was it for pilgrimage or for medical?
Vivian was part of the pilgrimage in the initial form. It was when the first transaction did not go through, they on their own opted for this particular arrangement. I'm just going to make it more expansion for you. So I asked him to give me the name of the candidate they are referring, and while I also look for other people, because on pilgrimage you can't do pilgrimage for 1 or 2 or 3. It has to be a group of above 5 upward. So the man recommended his own candidate. Mr. Effiong has some few friends also who also want to go and sort out themselves also in Israel, so whatever way. I said, okay, fine. I don't know what you want to go and do in Israel, but there are two legitimate platforms in which you can actually either you go through pilgrimage, medical, or you go for study platform. Israel is one country that is very, very strict in whatever policy that they do. So I advise, okay, let's start on the pilgrimage. Based on that, I made a contact to the pilgrimage office in Israel via my medical partner team called Edgar and Associates. It's an Israeli company based in Abuja. Yeah, they have an office in Abuja and also so I called Mr. Yoram Ravel, who happens to be the medical director of that particular firm based in Israel. That I need your help. I have a group of people who need to come to Israel for pilgrimage. He said, okay, fine. They have a pilgrimage company that they can recommend me to. He recommended to that company. I sent
Who recommended?
Mr. Yoram Ravel. Is based in Israel.
Okay, that is
That's my own
partner.
yes, my partner. So I sent the documents, their data, personal data, because the company wasn't asking me for anything. Just give me their personal data, their personal data, and their names and their make the payment for the visa fee. It's very, very strict. They are very strict about that. I did that. Collected the visa with other people. I also had other people in the team because since the pilgrimage is a large group, so I sent the document to them, made a transfer of the money that we asked you to pay to them because they have to make a deposit, initial deposit of about $50 on each candidate first, and that is for them to be able to scrutinize to know if they are actually suitable for the visa stuff. That I did. So at the end of the day, we found out that. Some of them have actually had issue one way or the other. They've actually applied somewhere else or so. So I got a report from the Ministry of Interior in Israel, denial for the client.
Okay, I want to let you understand something that any statement you make here is subject to investigation. So please don't give us, in order not to contradict more issues, don't bring in people or issues that you think you may think, of course, to have at the back of your mind that will investigate. Because when you bring any foreign affair ministers or official candidates into this, we will still bring that person in this matter. So whoever you think is not directly involved in your transaction with your client, don't bring them in.
Okay,
so you just have to go straight, tell us what transact and however how their money will be refunded.
Okay, yeah,
because we do based on documentation.
Everything is just still in line with so I send a message, the letter, the names and everything, paid to that agency in Israel, and they actually did what they need to do and sent me the response back that the candidate will actually refuse visa. So based on that, I went further to investigate what could be the reason why for them. We're told that some of them they have issues, they've actually applied before. So I explained.
Point of correction. I'm a traveler and I've traveled virtually almost more than half of or whatever. I cannot say more than half of the world. That leads to most respected country, Europe, America, Canada, Israel, China. And before I was granted visa, I've been refused a couple of times from different embassies, and the same embassies that have refused me visa granted me the same visa, and I've never for once applied then similar reasons of my travel. And that does not mean they cannot grant you visa.
I'm not disputing about you. You're quite right now.
Yeah.
I'm just coming up with something. When the visa was refused or denied, I needed to ask what because the letter was sent to me.
And that has to do with if you're applying directly. From direct, you go to the embassy, you apply, you book an appointment, you submit your requirement documents, you attend the interview, and that is how it's being done. But if you are mediating or you are standing as someone that have a link or a connection at the embassy, all this shouldn't come in because you are collecting money based on your connection. Like the money they deposited, if they were to apply through direct source, going to Israeli embassy and apply normal, there's no way they will pay 1.1 million for visa fee and whatever.
We're still coming back to that aspect. We're still on the 290 they charge 500 deposit. I'm still coming to Asika's case. Sorry for that. I don't know. That's I want to make it very quickly, but you have to mention that.
I believe you are speaking on Asika's matter.
I'm bringing it's still Asika that I'm bringing. she came over to this stuff. Is what I'm trying to narrate to you. And that when I first was, she was introduced to me. This was the platform in which she was. My job was to like, hey, guy, these people they want to look into Israel. What is the available process we can assist them for? That was the secret to my ear. I can't expose that to the people who are going to handle the job. There are no other shortcut. I don't have any other shortcut than to go through the number 3 procedure. It's either you're going for pilgrimage, or you're going for medical, or you're going for study. These are various ways I know you can actually work as regard to getting there. However you intend to do, whatever you intend to do over there, it's none of a business and how you get to stay there. My job was to grant you, assist you in getting the visa, and then they are going to take it off from that other aspect. So, channel it through pilgrimage. It was supposed to be a private pilgrimage tour platform. That was the platform which I did. Now they I got a refusal from their end, from the Ministry of Interior. The letter sent to me. I have all my facts, and I called them. I said, "Hey, guy, this is what is happening. I've been told that you guys there's some issues on the road."
How old are you in this work?
This is gonna be 11 years old in my business.
Good. Basically, you must have had similar experience.
Now I'm coming that similar experience when it comes to visa refusal for other countries. I have experience about that. Like this start first.
Yeah.
I do medical tourism.
Yeah.
On as regard to Israel, I did medical tourism.
Okay.
And
but who introduced the platform to them? The platform that they received, who introduced it to them?
yeah, I actually introduced it to them. Yes. Good. So I told them, okay, fine, that there are no other ways you can get into Israel than the normal 3 ways I know. Either you go through pilgrimage, or you go through medical, you go through normal study program. Pilgrimage platform is easier because it's 2 ways. It's either you are in at the Nigerian Christian Pilgrim Board, or you go to the embassy one-on-one. Now, when I spoke to the medical team I work with in Israel, they said they have an agency that does pilgrimage, that on their platform they could assist to make it easier. That was what I went to. So on that fact, since it didn't work out, so if I called them I made immediately attention that to find this did not go out. What the way out for it? At this point that we are, I can still do the refund back to you guys. That was when the other parties that were involved decided that okay, fine, we'll take our refund and walk away. We won't want to go further. I got a call from Asika's husband. For him, he was desperate of bringing the wife to Israel, that he still wants to go further in the transaction. It is the same transaction names that Mr. Frank candidate also are. It is still the same person who referred Asika that also referred the candidate of Mr. Frank also. They were all on the same platform. But it was there I discovered that most of Mr. Frank candidates at once actually applied before he had issue.
It has been like that.
Ahead.
You as a visa agent or traveling agent, as how you call your company or whatever, you know before people approach you, they must have tried one embassy or the other.
They did not open up.
And some no.
They even went to do.
Excuse me, sir. You cannot say they did not open up to you, because it is your work and you have been in the game. Before you begin to get money, documents, or anything required by your company or by yourself to apply for a visa on behalf of someone, which is not even still legal, however, for both of you, you should have asked them, have you applied before? Even at the embassy, they'll ask you, have you applied before? In the form you filled for them, is there no space where they ask questions? Have you ever been refused visa?
Yes, there's a place.
Because I believe you filled the form.
There's a place in the column, in some of the column of the form where that question is being answered.
What did you answer there, sir?
Now, the candidate, I'm coming on. I have the Israel application form, how it looks like, so that you can also maybe.
Yeah, but I know every embassy will definitely ask you to travel before.
Now, the answer that I feel was answer that I asked each of them one by one. I take my time to call them. In fact, some of them do even, what I do first is to give you the preview of the form yourself to fill. And then before I will re-enter it, I send to them via mail, scan some to them, because like some of them require middle name and other stuff like that, which I don't know. Some will give me a call the phone, and that I do. even to my hungry fact, most of the whole passport they all brought were all, some of them were having new passports. I couldn't even really in the
I
passport
have
that I had.
almost 7 passports.
So it was based on that stuff that I got to ask. That I later asked that, guy. They said some people among them, and one of them said yes, he did. He has no, but on his former passport, not on the passport he submitted. We have to, okay, guy, you should have said it. Sorry, I didn't. Maybe on my own side, I didn't ask to that extent because I just wanted to like get the job done for you guys as soon as possible. Wasn't it? Now, just to quickly make everything very snappy. Also, at the end of the day, I actually asked them, "What do you want me to do now for you?" Um, I have other agency who had candidates among those group. She opted out, and Mr. Frank called that there are people among the group that need to opt out. I need to pay them off and let them go, but they are not willing to. They are not patient to go any further. So I did that. I did refund to as many people I could afford.
How many people did you report to?
I did refund to about almost 10 to 12 people.
Okay, what happened to this one?
Now, Mr. Frank and Vivian got across back to me on the said that, oh, we still want to make a move into this particular country. What else can you do for me? At that point I said, come. The initial pilgrimage I sent was the one we sent to them to their Ministry of Interior. The other option is to you, can you guys appear at the Nigerian Christian Treatment Board for a normal one-on-one screening interview? They said that would be difficult, that they are not that sure. I said, I'm going to try to see where you have.
Wait, you are not asking. You were being contracted as someone that have a link, as someone that have contacts. Anything outside attending embassy one-on-one, personal application, fill your form, submit yourself, appear yourself, answer your questions. Any other thing shows that you that is encouraging them to patronize, neither to accept game visa via your company. You have contacts or you have link for that.
Madam, yes, I'm not disputing the fact that links or contact are not that there. They are there, but not all embassy I would say I have links to.
So the embassies that you don't really have links to.
For Israel is one embassy you can't not just play hanky panky. You need to be very straight and very clean. I never told them in one way that I have 100% link in Israel. I do medical tourism. On medical tourism grounds, there's no risk issue in time of visa.
So there shouldn't be any reason of you, since what you have contact for, you have contact with is on medical aspect, then you have no reason whatsoever taking people and collecting money from them, introducing them to another platform that you have no 100% assurance.
Hold on. I told, even the man that referred them, told them the platform which he came in. I'm coming, madam. I suggested the 3 platforms to them.
Okay, if you suggested it, then it's assumed you have full connection to grant them the visa they apply through. But if you have medical contacts, then you have no reason to introduce them to the other platform that you cannot assure them of.
It all depends.
Is that form of silence?
It's all silent. It all depends on each person's financial buoyancy. If I ask you to that, okay, this is what this is the area for you to go into, and you tell me you can't afford it, are there other options? I put the option across to you.
The option, if you tell them it's optional,
yes,
or that it's subject to refusal, and money is not refundable if they are being refused.
The option was being told. Like I said, like you see, the link, the referral is not the person, the people that really went to the seat. He only speaks on the fact that there is people. I don't know the link between them.
We're trying to get, because the referrer himself that is sending people to you as if he's acting as a 419 agent. We want to speak to him and he keeps dodging. They have invited him over there to speak to us and he's dodging. Dodging, not speaking to us. As far as the money is paid to you, we will hold you responsible. Even if it is conspiracy, we will still have to hold you responsible because the sum were being transferred to your account, which you acknowledge. Gentlemen, we don't need to keep dragging and dragging and dragging. For what? Excuse me, sir.
Sorry, I'm not expatiate the issue.
That is where I want you to go, sir.
Okay, straight to the medical
Yes,
aspect.
please.
Now, on the medical aspect, as regards to when the as regards to the first transaction of the 218 didn't go through, I got a call from Mr. Asika, who happened to be the fiancé or the husband of Madam Vivian, that please give me. I've gone to analyze. He said he had gone to do his check and that I should divert his wife to medical tourism. And I asked him, are you really sure you want to go on this medical? Because medical tourism require genuine evidence. You have a genuine evidence.
What are the genuine evidence?
The person has to be healed. He has to show that truly he's healed because medical report is going to be needed for that. And I said, yes, that he has the mother-in-law who is actually healed, that she has a swollen tree. I said, okay, fine, if that again, normally, since someone is sick, there's always going to be an accompany. Your wife cannot add an accompany to the mother. Since they have the same surname and they are the same this and that, that would be fantastic. On the ground of your mother-in-law, your wife is okay to go. He asked me what to be the call. I said, okay, I'm going to get back across to him. I first spoke to my medical partner because I deal with one hospital. They gave me their fee. The fee was high. I was communicating to them day by day. As I got response, then I was linked to, I announced, okay, that this is what my medical partners are saying. This is the fee of their own hospital. That is Edna Medical System. That this fee is on the high side. He said he cannot pay. That is on the high side. That I should seek for something more lower for him. On my own, I decided to say, okay, fine, let me seek for a hospital in Israel that can attend to you, man. That was how I got Rambam Medical Center, Medical Hospital in Israel. Rambam decided to be of an assistant to this particular case on ground. I said, okay, fine, what is the fee? They gave me the fee. The procedure for medical tourism in Israel is this. Number one, you need to get an invite from the hospital. Once you get the invite from the hospital, then they will analyze what the cost of the illness and the treatment, the bills and everything you're going to pay. I negotiated further that please.
Right.
I negotiated to the hospital that my client will not be able to pay all the old medical treatment fee at the moment, but they can afford. Let's start with the visa procurement, and then once they arrive to the hospital in Israel, they will make the medical payment. That was discussed, and it's okay, fine, it's okay. Then they can do with that. Then I need to pay for the invitation, the medical invitation that will have to be sent to the embassy, the Israel embassy. Without the medical invitation, the embassy himself cannot even honor your information.
Who is to provide the medical invitation?
It is the hospital in Israel that provides
Who have the contact of the medical?
I had the contact of the hospital. The hospital, we made the payment to the hospital. The hospital was provided the invitation letter.
Yeah.
They provided the invitation letter of the hospital added to their own medical document, and the other ones I did into it was part of what was arranged. Now, was part of what was arranged as regards to the appropriate appointment. What now later happened is now. During that period of time, there was a lot of ascolti issue going on by the Nigerian Christian Pilgrim Board, and so I've even skipped so many things that because of the time, you said I should just move straight to this stuff. So we actually the hospital gave me the invitation letter. I forwarded to them on other things that needed to be added. We booked an appointment and we went for the embassy. I have to be there because I need to do because all this while I have not met the mother face to face. I needed to do a briefing and how she was going to go interview. Embassy don't allow two parties. Even at that point of the medical treatment, still has to be the mother first to enter. And then they bring in.
When did you meet the mother?
I met the mother at a day before the interview. I have to fly.
As a visa agent, are you not supposed? Don't you know your work that you're supposed? Excuse me. Are you not aware that you're supposed to meet your client? You would lecture the client of what he or she is expected to hear, and thereafter you rehearse with the same client of yours and knows that the person are fit and okay of assessing the embassy or standing before the interviewer.
Vivian Vivian, the daughter, is a learning refund. She's actually a little
It's
bit
not about the
away.
learning. You are going to the embassy. I'm going to the embassy with my mom, and you are to interview my mom separate from me, according to you. So are you not supposed to lecture the mom prior to that time and have a rehearsal with her?
Yes, I did. I did that. The point, where I'm actually going to, like, while we are on this process, on this entire process, I kept having conversation with the daughter. Time to time, we had a lot of chat, we talk. I explained how, what is expected of them, what they are going to meet, what they are out to have, and everything. She's also almost, she's a graduate. So the mother also is also, she's learning. I explained everything. I called mom. The mother even called me on phone.
Visa interview have nothing to do with learning. If we're talking about the few PhD holders, even professionals, even people that go for interview on the line of their discipline, yet they refuse them visa. Okay.
Yeah, that's the. So I have to travel and meet Vivian mother a day before the interview. We had time for briefing, for exposition. I told them what she's going to say.
A day is too sorry.
Before
I have gone to the embassy where an agent informed me of what to do, even 3 days before it, and I was refused because I was not real well informed and I was not rehearsed with.
Madam, there is no amount of rehearsal you want.
There is amount of rehearsal.
I'm coming, madam. There's the thing is that
we don't want to go. I don't want to go into that. I just want you to be fast so that I can give you point of what to do. All these ones are just
the thing there is that, madam, I actually before then have conversation and discussion with this woman, with the mother, and also with the daughter. We've talked about this stuff. And also when I got a day before that stuff, we also had the time to do whatever I need to, because the old facts were all there and everything was there and presentable there. So they actually we got there to the embassy, and both of them go in together, but the way they inside the embassy, just like this, they have to call one person forward before they bring the other person in, before the other person will stand up. That is my side. Okay, so now the thing like that, after we've done that and the whole thing was done and the hospital actually they weren't granted the visa, I spoke to the hospital. I have all my facts. I spoke to the embassy. What did they forward? My client had been refused. What they have to do? How are they going to do about it? He said the report that came from the embassy stated the fact that they are not convinced enough that these people are actually going for medical. That they need something to convince them that they are going for what medical. I asked the hospital, what did they really need to convince?
Mr. Frank, I always give people room for soft landing. You are here, right?
Yeah.
For a better and peaceful negotiation.
Yes.
I've given you time to explain, and you have explained your own side of the story.
The aspect of the response from the hospital as regards to the stuff is what I wanted to hear.
The aspect is there any place stated that you spent 1.1 million received from abroad as on the visa application? Because according to what she said, that you told her the money is gone and whatever, and what you wrote here, you said for you received it for processing of medical visa for the lady.
The thing is this now is still very simple. It's very expected. What she gave to me was part of what was the money that was used, the medical visa processing fee. Sorry for sorry for the language where I use the language. Now what I'm trying to say that it was from this fee that the invitation letter was paid. Because without the invitation letter, you paid the letter. Now, first and foremost, I am also I am here in Nigeria. There's the hospital they are like a consulting.
Sir. This person is just like I know you, I transact with you, I have a conversation with you, and you have told me what it takes to give me what I want. Then in turn, I bring a third party and introduce. If I have been introduced, if anybody been introduced to me, you that is my link that I'm communicating with, it could be that you charge me 1,000, right? and I charge the person 3,000. Then if things does not work, I'll be more liable because this person knows me, not you. And if I'm dealing with you, I should be able to get a stance, an assurance that whatsoever I'm transacting with you that will involve me collecting cash from somebody must be secure. So if everybody pay you 1.1 million and eventually they are being refused and no sum is being refunded back to them, and you will come up to tell the person, I communicated with the person, I've discussed with my partner, he said there's no money refunded. Can you do that, sir? Can you forfeit 1.1 million for visa application and nothing come out, no refund of any money, and you just want the person to go home, lie down, and allow you to go scot-free?
Sorry for this. I'm sorry for this. No, before we at the point of we just refuted was done, I asked the husband what is the way forward at this point and what do you want to do. He said his intention is that the mother will carry out that treatment.
But is that now a ground of you holding the whole 1.1 million?
No.
If you say try another source,
No.
how much did you spend on the first one that refused? And if they said, okay, we can try another source, does that mean if you tried another source and they were not giving visa by your contact, for that reason, they should lose their money to you and your contact?
I didn't conclude. Not what before we got to the point of.
Excuse me. Or are you trying to say, okay, they asked you to try another source? Since you are to try another source, is the reason why you did not refund them back the money because you are still willing to give them other chance of traveling?
Well, that may I may say we're looking at that, but that was not the conclusion of the story. The other was that when I actually spoke to the husband,
Yeah.
he on his own side was telling me he wanted the wife to come over. I said, okay, fine, you guys are taking it away because I don't have these people. You know how to work. Okay, on my own side, I will show you because I have it in mail. Time to time, mail I've sent to these people that my client are no longer interested in any refund. What you guys can do on their own, they went further. That will be fine. We can still help you out. All they needed to do was like let your client prove to the embassy truly that they are actually interested in the treatment that they are going to do for the treatment. But what the embassy
Prove how.
the thing that there's the medical bill.
Have you traveled before?
Yes, madam. The
Okay.
medical
So it
bill.
can be easier for me to communicate.
Yes,
So
sir.
since where have you traveled to?
Madam, I've actually been out of the country.
So yeah, to Cotonou, because Cotonou is an Ghana.
Not just a kind of the tourism aspect out. So we've been to SA and there's a few one or two other places. Now the point I'm trying to drive at I never for one sat down with Asika and told them I was not going to do it before. The point I was driving was that the hospital said that if communicated to the Nigerian Israel embassy and they met with the consular, he said before he can append signature approval for him to be entered, he want to see the medical payment for that initial that treatment that they see they want to do. And after that, once he have that fact, he will instruct the embassy in Nigeria to go ahead that the read that he actually had the result to ask the embassy to deny. It was later he discovered it was even from the Nigerian Jerusalem, the man in charge that actually gave the instruction. I have the letter that was sent to me. I can also prove to this honorable court here. Also, it's not here. It's in my email. That they actually that they only need facts. That a lot of Nigerians have become. I can open my but it's a long list because it's able to be. But I can always extract and send to the email whatever that is given to me or bring it back. Now, that a lot of Nigerians have been coming on various platforms and then they don't really do also what they came to do. That the hospital that is not by the side. So that they all just wanted evidence. I called the hospital, sir. 100% you told me your mother-in-law really want to do this treatment, want to get this country. If that's the fact, I beg you, please. source for the fund, deposit. You are in Israel. I don't need to send to you. Are in Israel. Your hospital is not hidden. Your files and data are all there. Get to the hospital and make this commitment and send the facts to me. Let me forward them. On this grant, they said they will allow your wife to come.
To make a deposit of how much?
It was, I think they were asking for $3,000.
$3,000.
Yeah. So
the same hospital you recommended?
Yeah, to the same hospital. I now told the Vivian called me that the husband that fee is going to be more than what can I do? I said, I'm going to plead with the medical consultant. What can she do? Already money has been spent. The man said she's going to use a medical grant stand to plead so that they can either make 2,500 or something like that. And all the stuff. I was still hoping this was going to be done for them so that I can still go ahead preparing the other document for us to get this in on that grant. And later on, so later after then, a month, almost 2 months, the husband now said, he doesn't have the money, that things are easy with him where he is and also like that. But I spoke to Vivian. We communicated in a very friendly way. He said that she really wants to go. But the husband said, since the office is the that he will not be able to do this or that. So far, so that I think he said he cannot afford. They cannot afford to do. They didn't tell me refund money also. They did not conclude that. Even Vivian did not conclude that.
They never for once approach you.
They never for once asked at that point that it was the brother or so who made this deposit, who called me, that he was understood on behalf of these two parties that he cannot just allow this and that the family don't have money again and that therefore they want a refund. I said, well, let me speak to Mr. Asika. I would like to hear from him. Mr. Asika was not always straight from me. He on his own said he wanted a means of how the wife could be. Even Vivian said, honestly, we think that within him, he wants to really go. And then the mother also to be treated and all stuff. But since it's one pain that there's nothing he can do, I said, okay, fine. I'll communicate with these people and see what they can do for
but
me.
This has lingered. This transaction starts in 2019.
Yes,
last year.
That's why I'm saying that 2 months after 2 or 3 months along the line, it was not even Asika, neither the husband. It was the man who came to my office, who on his own called me that this is what they want to do. That he wants to do.
You later confirmed from Mr. Asika?
I called Mr. Asika. Mr. Asika wasn't straightforward as regard to this. He went further to meet his referrer. The referrer, and then that turned out to that is Mr. Effiong uncle.
Yeah.
And that told him that he came on the ground of medical. That is normal procedure. You need to pay the medical treatment fee.
But on the onset, you never told them that you have processed a visa for Mr. Ifeanyi's uncle. You have idea of what it takes to apply there. So before they applied for, excuse me, sir, before they applied for the medical, you ought to have outlined the stages that they are to pass through. One, I understand that they have gone for the interview and they were refused, and in turn, you now came to tell them that you have to make deposit in the hospital first for your medical proof before you are being granted visa. Did you tell them that they were to make such comment before you collected the sum and asked them to go in?
As a professional in the field and also an experienced traveler, you understand the fact that no hospital that you want to go and do medical treatment.
You are not getting me. They were refused on medical grounds, right?
Yes.
Okay, and you are not suggesting for them to go and pay $2,500 to a hospital you recommended to them that will give them a medical proof, right? Before they will be granted visa. I'm asking, since you've been on medical and you told this honorable office that your field, your connection lie more on medical than any other aspects, have you for once told them that they are expected to pay some amount of money to any hospital over there in Israel before they are being granted visa back home?
I spoke that excellently with the husband.
Hold on. If you told them that and your requirements were not complete, how did you allow them to go to the embassy?
Now let me expatiate that. because everything was actually proper. Before we commenced even the setup, the details was spread out, was outlined, the cost. Asika Ogban said he cannot pay a deposit of medical treatment of such magnitude because he does not have that money to pay. And more or less, it is not going to be that too. It is not going to be that too. It won't be a kind of how would I use the language that it doesn't make sense to him to go and make such payments of such magnitude when he had not gotten what he needed. So based on that fact now, he asked me, can't I get something more explicit that at least they can allow them to pay the medical hospital on arrival in Israel? On arrival in Israel. So I said, okay, fine. If that is the concession or if that is what you are looking for, let me discuss with the medical director if such can be granted, such assistance can be done. And then I actually spoke with the medical director, said, okay, fine. That they are going to waive some procedure and see how they can help.
Reduce the volume of what you are watching us from. I've told you this before.
Yeah.
Have you been hearing Mr. Effiong?
Yes,
Is there anything different from what? Do you have anything, what is it, counter, whatever to what you have been saying?
yes.
Like what?
I want to correct something.
Station the video. Hello, station yourself on the video. Station yourself on the video very well.
Okay.
Okay.
The total amount wasn't 1.1. The total amount that we sent to Mr. Johnson was 1,440,000. Then the 1.1 was the one that he drafted receipt. But other ones, I did the transaction from my bank account.
You transfer the money to his account.
Yes.
1 million what?
1,440,000.
Mr. Effiong, is that true?
What was the other one's fee for?
No. Did they transfer 1,440,000 to your account?
That was the first transaction, the first amount.
1,440,000.
That was the first transaction.
So you don't need to ask her that. Because before she transfer money to your account, there must be transaction, conversation between you and her. So you know the reason why you ask for that money. If you have 10 things that you are to do, okay, number 1 is 10,000, number 3 is 50, number 4 is this, and total sum is 500,000, and you ask, okay, send 100,000. You cannot ask her, what is it for? You are the processor, you are the agent, you are the one that knows what you wanted the money for. But the issue is that, did you acknowledge 1,440,000 from them?
This was the initial money I acknowledged for. 1,100,000. 1,100,000 was what I
No, what about the one sent to your account?
That is why I'm trying to picture out what because you just analyze that every payment has a step-by-step procedure in which was going
No, but did she pay the money to your account? Whatever she paid the money for, we are not concerned. We were less concerned about that.
Yeah,
but did she really pay?
She paid a transfer to my account.
Which amount total of 1.440. So that we should not be dragging ourselves. Once you know social amount came to you, yes, acknowledge it comes. How you spend it is not our concern, but just to accept that the money was sent to you. Okay, go ahead and be brief, please.
Okay, he said that I did not mention anything about refunding me back my money. I called Mr. Johnson and I told him that since they denied us visa, that he should contact the hospital and tell them that my mom is no more interested, that she wants to do it here in Nigeria. That was when Mr. Johnson told me that if we cannot make that deposit of $10,000, that we should forget about the one we made so far. And secondly, when I called Mr. Johnson, that they asked me, when I told him how they intervened in the passing rent, when I told him that they asked me if we have made any deposit for the operation at the hospital, he should have told me then that money wasn't for deposit, that the money was for consultation fee.
Okay, hold on. You gave the money to Mr. Effiong Johnson for hospital deposit.
That was what he has been telling me at the initial time, that we have to make deposits at the
Why would
hospital.
somebody give you 1.1 million for conservation?
I didn't ask for. We didn't collect 1 million for medical for the treatment. Now the fees were spread out as regard to that. Number one, you need to pay for invitation letter from the hospital. The amount the hospital requested for the fee was actually stated there. Then two, for documentation process as regard to even my own service charge as regard to going to the hospital with you people.
How much
and
in
so
total did you charge them?
what the hospital were asking us to initially make
How
a
much in total did you charge them?
what we asked them to make the initial charge was around $4,000, which was what was the hospital initially asked us to make commitment. It was the hospital that was what they asked us to be, and
$4,000.
$4,000 was what they were asking for us.
How much did you charge these people?
It's $4,000 that was.
So how will you say this? What hospital charge you? So your own service charge.
The husband told me that my service charge will come later when the source of the job is done.
Well, will not the number to call on from the legal department and other viewers, please. Number to call is 0903024 74 and 0903024 84. Let's quickly say one or two calls before we have final resolution to this case. Because we just keep going round and round and round. What you wrote here, sir, you said this is to confirm the receipt. Human rights defender access to justice. Good morning. Who is speaking and where are you calling from?
Thank you. Good afternoon. I'm calling from Paris.
Your name from Paris? Your name, please.
Yeah, my name is Adam.
Adam from Paris. Go ahead.
Yes. Please, my own address. Thank you, ma'am. Wonderful work you're doing, ma'am. But my own constitution says that if I don't think that's the way, because it gives this time for this man to just express himself. But categorically, I know you know your job and you are capable of doing well. I'm following you. You know what you can do. Categorically, this man just has all this money. Whatsoever he's saying here, I thank you because you have a question, you give him the platform to say what he wants to say. He's fighting. Even a blind man that is listening without looking at this man's face knows that this man is just making phone. I'm not concluding. But at my own, the way I'm feeling and every other person that's watching knows that this man has nothing to tell us here than to just calculate and respond. These visa people, in the essence, they have been like him time after time. I know that maybe this man has gone to maybe Alaba or whatever to print your documents. Maybe we take maybe 40,000 naira or maybe 50,000 out of the money that he has went to computer and to print some documents. Let him take maybe 40 or 30,000. But the balance, everything this man should tell us now that this money is 10,000 or is 2 million or is 1 million or I'm going to refund it 1 million, but I'm deducting maybe 10,000 out of it because of the papers I have printed from computer. Apart from that, there is no story this man is telling us here.
All right, thank you,
Mr.
Mr. Adams.
Thank you, ma'am.
Welcome.
Thank you, ma'am.
Human rights defender access to justice. Good afternoon. Reduce the volume of your service.
Good afternoon, ma'am.
Afternoon. Who is speaking and where are you calling from?
Yeah, this is Mr. Frank, man.
Mr.
I'm sorry, I'm sorry I joined late. I was
Who is speaking and where are you calling from, Mr. What is your name and where are you calling from?
My name is Mr. Frank. I'm calling from State of Israel.
We're not asking you to talk. You connect to us if you are watching us from where we're supposed to talk to you. Don't call us here. This line is for viewers that want to talk to us. Human rights defender and access to justice. Good afternoon.
Good afternoon, ma'am. I'm calling from Accra.
Your name is who?
Chief Mr. Chiefs, calling from Accra.
Choose from Ghana. Go ahead. Be brief, please.
Mommy, my contribution is this. That man is not pure. It's what if the statement are hearing from him. It's not clear. Which hospital want that person that money. Let him stop stealing down out of it. Who are you trying to deceive? It's too bad of you, please.
All right, thank you very much, Mr. Chu. Human rights defender and access to justice. Good afternoon. Who is speaking and where are you calling from?
Good afternoon. I am Mr. Stanley calling from Thailand.
Yeah, Mr. Who?
Mr. Stanley calling from Thailand.
Thailand. Ghana, Stanley from Thailand. Go ahead.
Okay. And I have been following your program. We're all human beings. And from what the man is saying over there, we have known the truth. There are other visa agents that whatever that has happened on the process of getting your visa, they will tell you this is what exactly happened. I spent a little amount of money on this, I spent a little amount of money on that. But after everything, your visa did not work out. So this is what I'm going to reduce from your money and pay you your balance. But as it is, what the visa agent is telling you guys over there is only but false. And some years back, I applied for visa, student visa. I paid for my school fees before granting me the visa, but on the process, I lost the visa. But the school that can pay for the school fees, they paid me back my money after writing to them that I have not been hired. So if a man is saying that the hospital collected a certain amount of money, things do not go to Israel. They have to write to the hospital back to pay them their money.
Yes, thank you very much, Mr. Stanley from Thailand. Human rights defender and access to justice. Good afternoon. Who is speaking and where are you calling from?
Yeah, good afternoon, ma. My name is Mr. Eric.
From where?
I'm calling from New Delhi, India.
India. Go ahead.
Yeah, I want to appreciate you for the good job that you are doing. May Almighty God reward you.
Amen. Thank you.
For this man don't have anything to say. Because everything he's talking here now is a lie. Okay? So that is my contribution. He is lying.
All right, thank you. Human rights defender and access to justice. Good afternoon. Who is speaking and where are you calling from?
Good morning. I'm calling from London, United Kingdom.
Your name?
My name is Clement.
Clement, go ahead and be brief.
Yeah, from what I have seen so far, I've been watching this program. It's very simple. This is a visa racket, and it has gone bad. This man, all he needs to do is just refund their money back. It's as simple as that.
Okay.
No other way around it. Let him just refund their money. There's no point in going around in circles. We shouldn't be taking a meeting.
All right. Thank you for your contribution. Human rights defender and access to justice. Good afternoon. Who is speaking and where are you calling from?
Hello, good afternoon. My name is Aditi. I'm calling from Cyprus.
Your name is who?
My name is Aditi. I'm calling from Cyprus.
Judith.
Hello.
Mr. Who?
My name is Aditi. I'm calling from Cyprus.
Philip, go ahead.
Okay. What I wanted to say in this matter is that this man, all of whatever he says, there is no agent that shows that he's lying. He can, hospital cannot take money, cannot collect money from this man, and the embassy gives when he shows the evidence of what he paid for, the embassy will not refuse to issue the. So he should bring a proof that shows that he paid so amount of money and the cost and the reason why he paid.
It's all right.
Let him just refund the people their money.
Thank you
Because
very
this is
much.
how they.
Human rights defender and access to justice. Good afternoon. Who is speaking and where are you calling from?
Hello?
Reduce the volume of what you are watching for. What is your name and where are you calling from?
Good afternoon, madam. I'm happy for the work that you're doing. I'm calling from Abuja, and I work with Nigerian President Secret Commission. That man there is lying. He's a very big liar. If you apply for visa for people to travel to Israel,
if you're an agent, you will make sure that all your clients get visa. And if they do not get the visa, you will refund their money back to them. So there's no need beating around the bush. Let him refund them their money. Every of their time that they spend, let him refund them their money.
Thank you very much. Human rights defender and access to justice. Good afternoon. Who is speaking and where are you calling from?
I am standing the call before from Thailand.
We've heard what you said. Allow other people to contribute.
Okay.
Thank you. Human rights defender and access to justice. Good afternoon.
Yes, good day, man.
Who is speaking and where are you calling from?
Speaking. We are talking from South Africa.
Ernest from South Africa.
So,
Go ahead.
Yes, regarding this young man, I believe that all the visa agents in Nigeria think this visa agent at Yahoo. Because even Nigeria, I have my own.
Well, we lost the call. Human rights defender and access to justice. Good afternoon.
Hello, man.
Who is speaking and where are you calling from?
I'm calling from here.
Who? Your name?
Thank you very much. I want to say that man should be coming up with the job right now. We should be sending home and do the car. We should be sending home. We should be in jail. The other people can send and the second is the other. Should be in jail and you should be sending home. Thank you, man.
All right, thank you very much. We have two more calls. Human rights defender and access to justice. Good afternoon. Yes, who is speaking and where are you calling from?
Yeah, good afternoon, madam.
Good afternoon. Who is speaking and where are you calling from?
Yeah, my name is Mr. Patrick. I'm calling from Manhattan.
You are calling from where?
Manhattan, Germany.
Okay, Mr. Chris from Germany. Go ahead.
Yeah.
Are you
Thank you very much for the good work you are doing, madam. God will bless you.
Thank you, sir.
Yeah, if you allow this, the man in question, Mr. Johnson, you will take all your time telling stories. Please tell him to report that man. It's a scam. You don't have anything to offer. So, just like I did, my first example Christian was 1994 up to 2010. All these things is telling me a story. And the man is using it in Israel. That man is in France too. So please tell him to report the full amount. He didn't do anything for this person. It's a poster. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Good afternoon, viewers. You all know, for some of you that have been following our program, we don't entertain any form of insult here. You must contribute. You want to contribute, please contribute meaningfully. Don't use foul languages on anybody. Just send your comments in a very responsible way. Don't call anybody criminal, scammer, or whatsoever. Please, let's be responsible in our comments, please. Human rights defender and access to justice. Good afternoon.
Good afternoon, ma'am.
Who is speaking and where are you calling from?
Okay, my name is Emmanuel, and I'm calling from France, French France. I just wanted to contribute.
Go ahead.
Okay, I want to get a story to Mr. Joseph. Please find a way to just settle this issue amicably, because sometimes business is not all about winning. Sometimes you win, sometimes you lose, okay? Since you say you've been learning into it, in this business, just take it as one of the things you find in every other business. Sometimes you have to gain, sometimes you have to lose. For you to have assured them that they are going to get the visa, even though they are not working in the embassy, and they trusted that you are going to give them that visa, cause them to get the visa, but unfortunately you could not. Just find a way to balance them, even though you have to settle it maybe little by little. so that you don't allow this thing to go further.
What is your name,
This
please?
is my own contribution.
What is your name?
Emmanuel, from
Ian,
Paris.
you said? Emmanuel. Okay. That is a woman. Final call. Human rights defender and access to justice. Good afternoon.
Hello, good afternoon.
Afternoon. Who is speaking and where are you?
Yeah, I'm calling from Germany. My name is Festus.
Estes from Germany. Go ahead.
So my contribution is this. I've traveled to South Africa and I came with visa to Europe. You see, agents, they are not sincere. Let's just the truth. Because when you are asking for your clients to pay money for visa, the visa fee is not more than 20, 30, 40,000. Then you tell them to make deposit of 500,000, which you tell them consultation fee might be nearly 50,000, which is not refundable. But after paying that 500,000 upfront and the visa is rejected, they will tell you they have nothing to do that. They incur the money into many expenses, they need documents and they need insurance and they pay money to here, they pay money to here. So it's a simple thing. That visa did not come out. You should refund the money. And please, the money is spent in those blah 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 is explaining. It's not up to 200 or 300,000. It should give you the breakdown of the money spent in medical services, Israel and all. So the balance money should be up to 800,000 to 900,000 or 1 million. You should refund back the money even if your money is not advanced. 1 million should be given back to those people because they have the link, they share the money within themselves because he has other branches of people he's working with. So you should report the money. That's my contribution. Thank you.
Thank you very much. This is the last call for today, Mr. All right. Briefly before we go into case of Frank, Mr. Johnson, Effiong, we open the line to people to send their opinions and comments and calls so that you can listen, right? So when I take my decision, you will not think I'm biased or I have any personal reason. I've had series of people that have attended to their case. They were accused in our office and thereafter they become a complainant because they feel satisfied and they feel there was fair hearing and fair judgment on mediation. We need to go to the end of this particular matter so as we can quickly rush to Mr. Frank issue because he called before now. I wouldn't want to talk much because I see you look like a gentleman and I don't still want to assume that you're a gentleman. Secondly, it is a personal business even though it is a registered business you are running with your family. And if you still want to stay long in this business you are doing, I will advise you be open-minded towards your customers, be lenient to them, and always give room for others to patronize you. And just like Emmanuel that called for France said, that in most cases when you are into business, not every business can work out. There are some who lose, and there are some which we gain. And if you gain, that is good. But if you lose, that is part of the game in business. So if I give you room to be talking here and there and there and there and there, you might want to try all your best to convince the house. But I've said earlier before that you have to fix yourself in the position, the seat of these people, that you are the applicant and they are you. You are yourself. I would want you to tell us the expenses you have made and what you can refund back to these people, because your face is there. People have been patronizing you. Some one or two person or thousands of people have traveled through you. They were recommended to you by a client that had the luck that traveled via you. So if theirs did not work out, 1,490,000 is a big money in every language, or whatever a denomination or whatever currencies you converted the money to. So I want you to save us time and reason with your mind as someone that want to continue in this business, and you have more clients that want to pass through, because if you say no, you are not refunding or whatever, others are still that have watched you, that have known the name of this, will not also want to patronize you, because if issues like this happen, they will not have that relaxed mind or confidence that they are not going to lose their money. So I would not want you to give such impression about yourself and the company. So tell us what you spend and what you are funding back to save us all the stress. Thank you.
Well, we're speaking about that. Also, have also a good documentation. So the thing is that, like I did, I said, my calculation of expenses, though they are not really there, because I actually prepare for it, but notwithstanding, but still yet, I'm not trying to like fear, say maybe I'm superb or maybe that too, I'm an only person. So, you know, and I'm not here to start trying to argue or drag anything there. But just, I feel some pain inside of me because I've been given a name tag which I don't end. And I don't
Which you reserve the right to remove the tag. Look, I have my right. I'm entitled to my opinion, but I believe I don't have right to insult you. Nobody have right to insult you, which I caution nobody to call you any name. You are the one to remove any stigma anybody wants to tag on you.
as regard to some facts and evidence that might be needed, like I said, they're all there. We're not in Israel, the hospital, and so. But the issue at the moment now is for me to present you what was my cost of what was put in place and all that stuff. As regard to maybe not doing the job, maybe the hospital is this and that, all that.
Not that you don't do the job. The issue is that they did not apply to the for instance, if this office is an embassy and I can working, maybe I go online, fill their form, submit, appointment given to me, and I take my documents required by the embassy myself, and I work in there just the way we have been doing, and the person is being refused visa, there's nobody to be held responsible, because at the discretion of the interviewer, they decide to give you visa and or not. The reason is not some. They write out the reason why they refuse you. They are not comfortable. They are not convinced with your explanation or your response to their interview or their question. You can reapply after 6 months. Would you go back to the consulate and say you must pay me my 1,000 or whatever? No, because they apply direct. The fear of being refused is the reason why they go through you people, agents that claim to have contacts. So there is no way they have attended the interview and the embassy that you must have not paid a visa fee. There is no way they have gone to the embassy for an interview that you have not prepared one document or the other that they have to present at the embassy that will back up what their reasons of traveling. We know that you make some expenses, but the visa was not granted. And no visa fee whatsoever in any embassy as far as the world is concerned, that you will pay 1.1 million for a visa fee or document that you prepare. What did you prepare? Medical documents. If you ask somebody to send you a letterhead paper from this company, are you to send me 500,000 to get a letterhead paper of this company? How much is being how much did they prepare letterhead paper? Then the document you prepare definitely must be something that they require from the embassy, which you prepared. Which some most of them are not original. If you provide a statement of account that they are going with, and you know such amount is not in the account of your applicant, you forge it. It's a criminal offense.
That I did not even do. I no document.
So I would not want us to go into that. I just told you that I usually create room for a soft landing for people. We mediate. The situation where we cannot get that soft landing for negotiation, we take it the other way. But do we really need that time? Do we have that time? I have the time. But I think preferably it is better we negotiate for a better discussion than to be dragging everybody here and there. I believe you understand me, sir.
I get. I understand it very, very well. Just, but I don't really expect most of this thing. But nevertheless, actually, the reason I just want to re-emphasize this back again. The reason why they were actually refused, well, it was not as regards to any of the documentation. I'm still going after this hearing. After this, I'm still going to send it to you, but on your own confidentiality, madam, not just for anything. As regards to
anything that is in your mail can be forwarded to my mail. You must
saying.
not go home to send it.
That,
if you have your mail, I can give you a phone that you can access your mail. If you have your mail, then you can forward it to me now. But for whatever reason, I will not want to. If you are taking me beyond this time, you will not really like me. I don't like it.
no,
I would not want you to stress me much because I've really exhausted my time that I have to do with this. We'll have other case coming up and we need to discuss this as fast as possible to bring an end to all this talk. You understand me? These people don't know whomever you are communicating with or your contacts. They know you. You understand me?
Yes.
If I'm dealing with anybody, let there be 1 million people connected to you that is your contact. I don't know them. After all, they are not speaking to anybody at the embassy where you are making them to. You were the one communicating with hospital. You were the one communicating with Israel, with the Israelis. You were the one communicating with other partners. They know you. They know nobody, sir. So if you paid money to the hospital you have good relationship with, because if you are synergy with this office, and we know this person bring client to us as often as possible, we'll have issues. We cannot watch you being rubbish because of one client or two clients or whatever. And if you approach me, please, we need refund. This person was not granted visa and they're asking for their refund. Would they want people to be taking you from one station to the other or whatever for anything? They will consider you because you have good relationship with them. You are not just operating with the hospital because that is your line. So please, let's round up, please.
On that aspect, I think one of the things I would like to talk about on that aspect. This is a good office position. What is your final say?
Mr. Effiong, if you ask me to tell you the final say, I will even tell you to pay money with interest. So I may ask you to pay like 2 million. But if you're asking for my opinion, you have to pay, I will pay with interest because
Mama, can I say something?
if you have money credit with 1.1 million from that kind thing now, you have a lot of interest. So you can pay us 2 million back to them. Okay, if you cannot offer them 2 million, then give us your offer. Then we can quickly resolve that. You wanted to say something?
I was trying to tell Mr. Effiong Johnson.
Yeah.
If you can just tell you to
You need to be carrying. Is it not to turn it? I'm hearing you.
All you need to say is hey, she just go home and draft.
No. It's not about go home.
Okay.
Don't if you obstruct does this, that normally I don't even allow anybody to talk as far as you are involved in this. Your matter is coming up with your wife. So leave that. If the agent is the one to talk to us, you have no decision with for him. You are not a visa agent. He knows that if I ask him now, Mr. Effiong, how much would you take to get me? How can you get me visa to America? He knows the fee here. He cannot go home and calculate. Am I right? And that's how to deal with professionals. It's not a yesterday agent. You can speak. You listen to the way he speaks. He's a learned person. There's experience in his speech.
Okay, what we could do, because since it's no, actually it's an expensive.
Give us one
Uh,
point
no, madam. No. That the decision cannot really do that to. Okay, so we could do it on a 50-50.
50-50. How?
The sense that because I have facts of what was paid to the hospital, and also other things that were put in place, because it was part of the costs that were put in place that I actually incur my own expense in meeting them even at where they were.
Effiong.
Ma,
What was paid to the hospital is refundable. Is refundable.
That is why I've said that I
Yeah.
have all my file,
Yeah.
even including letter that I sent to them
Yeah.
as regard to that fee.
No, what
And
I'm
their
saying,
comment.
I'm not really doubting you. Per se, in all your statements, I'm just trying to tell you because they don't know you, sort out between yourself and your contacts because you know them. They don't know your contacts. They know you.
Madam, the hospital gave me their terms and conditions on the ground on which they can do.
Oh, the
that.
times and conditions, let me tell you, because if you allow us to go on again, at the end of the day, we do not have to pay this office for understanding or that whatever. Yeah. What I'm trying to tell you, we deal with facts and documentation. And the documentation aspect of it, the reason why we cannot, I don't want to go on. If I go on and on, it's perfect. I will advise you, if you really want to go on with your traveling agency, what stuff you are dealing with, don't go for that. Discuss how you will refund the money we're talking about. Because one, the proof of payment they give to you, where is the file? What you wrote that you acknowledge is for medical. These people did not sign any other thing with you. That where you stated that you made deposits in a hospital and the hospital are not willing to refund if the visa is being refused.
This particular deposit we're talking about now is not for the treatment.
You said deposits.
The deposit we're talking about is for the hospital to release the invitation letter.
Then you not paid how much? 200 and something thousand for invitation.
But the hospital at first they
Yes.
demanded
No,
for it.
200 and something thousand for invitation. That is what you said.
Yeah, what went to the hospital from Edgar and associate partner to the hospital that the receipt that was sent to me is $650, and we the hospital had
for invitation.
yes the invitation letter
And
for the medical.
you send it to them that they are paying $650 for invitation. 650,000 naira.
The invitation without the payment, the hospital wouldn't write the invitation letter and they won't stand to back it up for you.
The hospital give you receipt now.
The hospital for the
receipt of the invitation letter that they gave for 650,000 naira.
they if I ask them to send it to me,
No.
They give,
you cannot ask them to send it to you. If I paid money to you, you will give me receipt. Somebody paid you money and you acknowledge the receipt. How can you pay a hospital? I would not want you to get me angry, please, sir. Don't get me angry with this your statement, please. You come to this office and make payments and there was no receipt, and after 1 year plus you want to come and demand for receipt of a payment you made officially according to you since last year 2019.
Fine, sorry about that.
What kind of woman are you talking to a daft or what?
Not that.
So a hospital in Israel, you pay money to them, you transfer money to them, the money was not received, then after 1 year you are not demanding for receipt.
No, sorry.
Is that how you have been dealing with them? That shows that it's an illegal thing both of you are doing there.
Sorry.
Please tell us how you refund this money, please, with interest.
I think the receipt
what kind of stuff is that?
The hospital actually sent their receipt. They sent the receipt. It's actually it's in the mail. In the mail, they send it alongside with this thing. Well, I don't tend to get you. I don't tend to get
they
you
don't know.
offended.
As far as I'm concerned, these people don't know whom you are dealing with.
Okay,
How do you
sorry.
refund their money? Please tell us straight and
I pretty at the moment now. We've been out of business for quite a while. So
It's just how many months ago? It's not just 2 months.
Just March till today.
It's just 2 months. Before then, you have been all the millions you have been collecting or whatever.
Don't make so much.
No.
Like that. So,
It's very not even drag
no, we don't make it understand. I'm just trying to let you understand that I'm ready to negotiate repayment refund policy with them or refund terms them. It just pay me that I should have given them those documents because we have those policies.
You never, there's no document. Every document has been with you. What you give to them is what you give.
So that is that. But I said on a monthly basis, starting for not this month, for next month, I can start the refund policy with them.
We don't do that here. For next month.
The month May is already ended.
Yes,
ma'am. So the next month is June.
Yeah.
I've not been in business for over 2 months. I don't. Most of the little fund we've actually invested into transaction has to do with business and stuff, and I don't have any possible thing here. I don't have any fund. I'm only being honest.
You know, we can demand for account statement since you are telling us you have not been into business for 2 months. For that reason, you have no money to deposit. You want to postpone your payment plans next month.
Well, I can offer you. I don't need to lie to you. I'm being honest here. I'm willing to negotiate the payment plan with them. But at the same time, I'm only just
with this office, not with them any longer.
Okay, yeah, with your office model, I'm willing to make a repayment reform policy. So
this is being done.
I think this language, I don't know why.
No, no problem. It's what this is being done. You give us an undertaking, and you give us a percentage check on how the money is going to be spent into two instruments.
No, don't. I would do respect.
You said they are not paying 1.9.
No, I know.
And you are not paying 2 million.
No. I can't.
So how big is this money that you cannot just after I leave just push it everybody and just send the money like that?
As big as the office is also here now, one cannot just work in a house to okay fine, one's going to pay. I don't have the
I was expecting you to say, is it what they called me for? How much is the money, madam? Is it 1.4? I give you 2 million. Fuck you, this woman out of my front.
No.
I just asked her, go away, and you just go on with your life. Why do you want to drag us a payment plan?
I don't have that because honestly speaking, what will give it to us was I don't want to go back to that because I don't want to get upset to that. But you tell me that first and foremost, I need to do me a big favor because one, I'm dating for a 50-50 because honestly speaking,
that 50-50 cannot really work.
50 is just is half of the money she is talking about.
I know.
And really, madam, with due respect to you, what we've put into the transaction before now, because though after this, I think I know I'm still going to come over maybe with other personal issues to discuss with you because on this matter, honestly speaking, a lot of policy. You understand what medical treatment abroad is all about. It's not just something you can just work on. What I can do with the grace of God is for us to go in on a 50, so that we negotiate on half of the money, and with that at least I can work towards a 2-term payment on that, so that at least to cushion the whole thing. But I don't think I can do the figure you're agitating for. So
1.9 is too high.
Mommy, the transaction itself is not up to the 1.9 now.
The transaction is 1.490, and you are using it in the bank. You are using it as a turnover.
I don't use
so
the money.
And there's bank interest. So you want
I did not use the money for anything on my own self or so. So I didn't at all. That is what I'm.
Okay, but don't go into 50-50. 50-50 is non-negotiable. You cannot. No. 50-50 is non-negotiable, sir. Let's just be fair. We don't need to be talking too much. If you cannot do 1.9 because you feel you are not using it to trade according to you, then you refund the sum for them. Refund the sum they trade to you.
No, the 1 million is a trade.
No, it's 1,490,000.
You have no. That will be a trade. It's much more on.
Hold on. The money they pay is 1,490,000. Yes, this is your signature. This is your right. 1,490,000, not 1,100,000.
So, madam, so I can't do what you asked, or what I'm trying to say that let's do the worst we could do is for us to do on a 17 page. I'm only actually figuring. I'm not trying to feel as if it's one of the biggest hits on me because it's gonna affect me in terms of doing it kind of because I was trying to like based on relationship, friendship, and I gave up. Though the parties involved, like you said, the party involved, they don't give a damn as regard to what has happened to me at the moment. Now. I'm being the one being hit here. The last when I was even going on this trip, I went on a commercial. I took a bus. I was even calling him when I was going because I didn't have one. They were even the one that even gave me the fare, which I used it coming back over
All
there,
that one is
part of the hotel. So what I'm trying to say is that I'm ready to reach the pain, but that is a big lesson for that day because it's going to affect the time of doing kind of um, so-called household
do all
relationship
your
and stuff.
documentation.
So what the thing is that yeah, we do have policy reform and all the stuff like that. I felt because of the relationship, let's just put
There's
aside
no
something.
relationship
So
in business.
so now
When it
so,
has to do with money.
so that's a big level for both inside house relationship also. This one, I still want it. It's your good office of kindness. I want you to have a friend. Let me do 70%. And then I'll try and do
70% is that much.
it's over it's about almost 800 dollars or so.
It's almost like half of it now.
It's almost no, it's not
It's
half of
almost
it.
like, no, it's almost like half of it
no.
because when you talk
See,
of 1,000,000 something,
Yeah.
almost 1,500,000, and you're talking about 800. It's almost half of it.
I did not take the figure you keep mentioning. Fine, you are agitated for the fact that if it was being
I
used
am
for
saying based on the document that is with me and what you also acknowledge.
that's what I'm saying that
These are your handwritings. This is not my handwriting on theirs.
no 70% of it is what I'm talking about. 50% would have been
1,490,000 and 70 divided by 100.
50% of 1,400,000 would have been 700 would have been 700. And I'm saying is how much?
How much now?
1,048,000. So I think I have already
Supposed to give them like 1,200,000.
I think I've done the best I could do at this year now. So it's hard on me.
Effiong, after these two cases, I will not want your matter to come to my table about this scam.
We'll come on a different
If it
platform.
comes like this again, you will not go free. You will be embarrassed from this office, I promise you. Okay? So if you are doing things that have to do with your office, please put the record straight. And don't get yourself involved in too much collection of this thing. Whatever that you want to spend, let it be at the cost of the expenses from the customer email. And once you get the visa, they give you your money, you take their visa. There are people that do such and they have less problem. Because giving you money and you are returning back when you assume the money has belonged to you is difficult. Except on the ground that the person is responsible, the person don't want to be embarrassed or being denied of his or her freedom. You understand what I'm saying? So if you want to do your expenses, whatever that is involved in getting your visa for anybody, you must let the client know from the beginning, and everything must be documented. They must sign everything forwarded back to you. If they refuse the visa, I am not refunded. If they want, they go, no, you must be refunded. If you want to sign. If they refuse the visa, I refund social amount, 70%, 30%, 100%. Sign it. Let everything go. Just let it have to do with documentation, not verbal. As far as they did not sign anything with you that we are going to forfeit the money, we are going to forfeit 1 naira or 2 naira, you have to refund back their money, even with interest. So henceforth, if you are dealing with anybody in your office, this is the amount it's going to cost you for expenses. You first have to pay this, and it's not refundable. That is, if you grant you this card, they don't grant you this amount is not refundable. If the person is willing to sign, fine. If the person is not willing to sign, whatever agreement you have with the person, the both of you must have to spell it out. So the what is it called? The 1 million what?
43,000.
1,043,000. Are you transferring it now?
I just also made it so I don't have that such money at now, and I don't even have money yet.
No, we're not. I'm not talking about at the moment with you, because I know if I ask you, let's go to your bank. I don't want to go into details.
But
Don't push me to go because I have all the time to go with your bank.
To my bank.
Check your bank account now.
I do.
So
I
just
don't
give
doubt
us
that.
a reasonable whatever. We need 2 instrumental payment from you. Except you said, okay, give me from now till next week. I pay the money off. Then
I can't. Sorry, but let me just say this. I'm in.
but it definitely is not going to be a piecemeal instrumental. No, that one is roller. So don't negotiate that. We have accepted 70%. How do you refund the money?
I said I'm going to do the 2 instrumental payments.
2 instrumental. We need postage sheet.
Actually, I don't know. Maybe someone have to set someone down, or maybe I pay it myself.
You can bring it tomorrow.
I don't know.
Where are you staying?
I stay at the local side of
Where is which area?
it's after your father.
It's very close. We have a branch at Shasha, which is close to you. So you can drop it off at Shasha branch while you take it.
Okay, I can try and. The reason why, because I don't want to like give you a word of tomorrow, and I am not able to go and do that. But if the office is open on Saturday, I can conveniently get there on Saturday.
What happens tomorrow?
I have a prayer session tomorrow.
Prayer session. Don't worry. No, all of us make prayer. The prayer is not. You are not praying this night to the next night now. At least you wake up first before you leave, right? Respect prayer and down. I know that they are not going to church because church is closed down except you want to be arrested by us and hand over you to quarantine thing. So now that the go church working, I believe the prayer is between you and your God or pastor, which I know. You can easily spend that time from Yanokwaja to Shasha is just 10 minutes drive or whatever. Just the respect you accord you. Give us the respect. Just drop the check and God will answer your prayer. And if you know it's not that convenient, you send someone to keep the check for you. From Shasha branch, they will come to you and give them the check, envelope it and staple it. Then they send. Preferably, it's better you come there. So the first payment is which date? Yes. Check your phone. Okay. But I'm doing the calendar. Easy. Give him the calendar.
So 26 and 20 or 29.
26.
6 and 29.
Which one is 26 and 29?
June is 26. June 26. And the second one is 29th of July.
26th of June.
29th of July.
29th of July. Why okay, you undertake to refund back the sum, the 70% sum of 1 million, the writing, don't ask me after this. To refund back 70% of 1,490,000. 1,490,000. VA human right, what? That is a 1,490,000, which amount to 1,040,000, right?
No, 1,043,000.
1,043,000. Okay. 1,043,000 on two checks, two post-dated instrumental payments. Two post-dated check instrumental payments.